Welcome back, guys, to another edition of Unknown Game Review. Today we're going to be looking at Viking Battle for Asgard. So let me go ahead and catch you up to speed. You are Skarin, a Viking warrior, and this is your village, and your village and your island have been attacked by monsters from Hel, which Hel is the daughter of Loki, one of the Norse gods. This game it's not a bad melee fighter game. The cool thing is you can deal dual weapons right off the bat. You have a sword and an axe. Right here I'm at the store. You can buy different things like throwing axes, which are one of my favorite things. But the game is pretty cool. There's a lot of different little quests you can do and people to talk to, and different stores you can go to. It's neat in its own aspect. I picked it up pretty cheap, so let's go ahead and get into some fighting. Now, as you can kind of guess, a lot of the bad guys are going to look a lot like from the Lord of the Rings. Now, you can do a couple of different things, like this right here. I'm taking on a couple of guys just by myself, but when the time comes to invade a base, that's when you call in your armies. Now, how you actually get your armies, you have to do several quests in the beginning, like what I'm doing right here, where you have to actually go and save some of the tied up Vikings that have been captured around. So the more Vikings you save, the bigger your army becomes, the more likely you are to succeed. Now this right here, I did a lot of the missions beforehand, so I got a pretty good size army. Now, these are what's called lay stones, which pretty much are like teleports to go all over the island instead of having to run around. Now, a couple of cool things about your character and your weapons is you can design them to have fire, lightning, or ice. This is a demonstration of my sword lit with ice. Now, of course, each one of the attributes, the fire, lightning, and ice, work well against different types of enemies. And I usually don't use them. But like in this right here, I'm getting ambushed, and fire saves my butt.
In need of something, Viking.
And just like in any other medieval video game, gold is the currency. So the more gold you find or collect, the more powerful, the more things you can buy, the better off you'll be. Just remember that there is a lot of gold just laying around in this game. Plus, there's different little side missions. Like right here, I'm running to go talk to the bartender to find out where another barrel of mead is so I could turn it in for more gold.
Scarin, I'd serve you, but I'm out of mead at the moment. Hell's forces have stopped my supplies.
So my final analysis of the game was that I like it. It's a lot of fun, especially anything having to do with mythology. Graphics, it doesn't look too bad. I didn't see any chops and it didn't skip or anything like that. Storyline was a little bland. But hey, hacking apart bad guys with a sword and an axe is always cool. Fun, definitely fun, especially all the little side missions you can do. Yeah, that was dirty. The downer was it's not very customizable. You start off with a sword and an axe, and that's about it. No clothes, no armor, nothing like that. But is it worth getting? Yeah, I definitely think it's worth getting, especially if you like the hand-to-hand combat, the melee style of games. This is definitely a game I would suggest looking into, just on the fact that it's just a lot of fun. And yep, that's another dirty kill. So, all right, guys. Well, that was Viking. Please subscribe, leave me a comment if you have any games you want me to look at or to rate, or any questions you might have. Feel free to leave me a comment below. Other than that, guys, we will see you next time right here on Unknown Game Review. Bye-bye.
The little part of you believes too, just a little tiny part. Says maybe this is all it means. The thought has occurred